Hello, everyone. Music, something that really changed my mind. My decision to live, my decision to take decisions, it was music. Well, during my school days, I used to see my friends playing different instruments in the morning assembly. And it was the time when I even didn't know the names of any instruments. But I always felt some kind of strong connectivity the sound and instrument produced. I was 18 when I saw a live band, first time in my life. And I was fascinated by the performance of the guitarist. I was also very much fascinated with the performance of the other players, drummers, singers, keyboardists. But I don't know why the guitarist thing hit me on my head. So I had a very close friend. I borrowed a guitar from him and I decided to take private lessons. Something this kind of lessons. And I was a very slow learner. So things were not very smooth with me, with my fingers. I had a lot of problems synchronizing my fingers. And I lost all my hopes. And I was on the verge of giving up the dream, something which fascinated me, the guitar. But it was when my father came up to me and told me, "Son, patience is the key to success. Not all men, not all people can grab things faster. Some grab it slowly, but they do it with perfection." So I followed my father's advice and started surfing the internet, and I found amazing artists who used to play flawlessly, and I found my inspiration in them. Artists like Paul Gilbert, their fingers. Artists like Kiko Lorero, and more different artists. Whenever I see them, or whenever I open the channel, I have just one thing in mind. If I could also play just 10% like them. So I started practicing, and slowly and slowly, I started training my muscle memories. Guitar is an instrument. It's not only about your brain memory, it's also about your muscle memory. I can play the guitar while talking to you. So I started practicing more and more, more and more. And then after average level of playing, I finally decided to take music as a career. And I also knew about the huge and difficult journey that I would be facing in this profession. And I brushed away my parents' dreams to be a government officer. And I started challenging myself, let's do it. So I joined KM Music Conservatory, the A.R. Rahman College of Music. And I met some talented people there, extremely talented people there. When I used to see them, I just used to feel, these people, do they eat music? Do they breathe music? They live for music. Whenever we have a conversation, it's only about music, nothing other than music. So they used to live music, eat music, breathe music. And that's the best part. And I got more inspired by seeing my junior ones, by seeing my teachers. And I also got trained under the best faculties and the best instructors in the college. And by now, I had built up some really good and really modern techniques of playing the guitar. And I also had some flexibility with my muscle memories. And I proceeded with the time. Well, as times passed by, after 2 years of my music study in KM Music College, the management there decided to take me as one of the guitar faculty. It was a huge achievement for me, not because I was the faculty in such a prestigious college, but because I could share with people things I know. And which means for me, I could learn more because I believe, I feel, knowledge shouldn't be restricted within the reaches of your brain. It should be exposed. It should be shared widely with people. And I also believe that teaching is the most perfect and the best way of learning. So I was happy about this. I was really happy about this. So it was just the another day when I was practicing. I was practicing in my room. And then I got a call from my music college asking me if I was interested in joining the A.R. Rahman's music band for a concert in Dubai. And then, guess who would be on cloud 9? Obviously me, right? So after the concert in Dubai, I also accompanied him in the Scotland Council concert. Now these were few of my humblest moments of my life. And by now, because of these opportunities, I was also exposed to the commercial music, to the commercial music industry. And I started getting calls. People started reaching me through emails, through messages, through phone calls, and they started calling me for their shows. They started calling me for their private recordings. And this is how I got one very big opportunity to open up for the voice of Mr. Big, my dream, Mr. Eric Martin. Oh, I'm the one who wants to be with you. Deep inside, I hope you feel it too. And I also got an opportunity to open for the legendary American guitarist, Mr. Jeff Loomis. Oh, what a guy he was. I have always seen different kind of guitarists playing ups, downs, high pitches, low pitches, but I have never seen a guitar monster, a guitar demon to be precise. He was a guitar demon. Yeah. So, seeing a demon right in front of my eyes, the lightning speed of the fingers inspired me more. And then I kept working with different music companies, different music record labels. But while working with these companies, I had one thing in my mind which really struck me, and I didn't really like that. They used to call people from abroad to showcase their talent and perform. It's a good thing, no offense. But I mean, why can't we have people from our country who have amazing talents, who can play their expressive music and set the crowd? Now this is where my career took a turn from a live guitarist, from a live artist, to a full-time music instructor. Things were smooth in the beginning. Things were very smooth in the beginning. When I landed here in Surat, and I was working with a music school. I was appointed there basically, and a lot of students came up, they enrolled, and were engaged in different musical activities. And even during my free hours, I used to wait for those enthusiastic students to come up and master the instrument, share me their problems. Little bit of their problems could be some of my earning. And that earning is knowledge. I believe it's learning. And I never felt tired at my job because it was my passion. But gradually, I started to notice that the hunt for talent was being consumed for other aspects. Now, it was not something that an ideal musician's love for his passion would appreciate, accept, or promote. And I took a step in my life. It was very difficult for me. It was a very depressing phase, one of the depressing phases of my life. And passion was defeated. Passion was defeated. And those small kids in whom I saw myself shy and afraid to express their deepest feelings, who wanted to see themselves as an artist, who wanted to get motivated and express themselves and find an artist within themselves, they were overpowered by the vices of money. I then made a choice which perhaps had a serious impact on my life. And I realized how difficult it was for an individual to be true to himself and his passion, so-called career. And I always believed passion is something that can't be defeated. Passion is something that remains with you in all the situations, in all the ups and downs of your life. Following your passion is the secret to overcome the setback we all face at some point in our lives. And pessimists are not the only hindrances in your way. There are also the materialistic people who will see the revenue that can be generated from your talent and not the actual emotion behind your work. So, it is up to you to either follow your passion, either listen to your heart, or serve someone else's purpose with your worthiness. Thank you. Hold on. I got something. Since I'm not much of a speaker, I'm much of a performer. So, let me perform something for you. All right. This is something which I prepared just now, seeing the vibes of the evening. I would like to end my speech here with my father saying, patience is the key to success. Not all people can grab things faster. Some grab it slow, but with perfection. Thank you.